Hey there, Heather Ho there. Jeff Cunningham welcoming you to another PC Replay Baseball video, and we are finishing off this PC Replay Baseball qualifier. 32 teams down to two. It's not the grand final. That will be coming up in a while. But anyway, three groups of 32 make 96 teams, 24 seasonal slash decade things, top four in each makes 96. Three times 32, eight champions of a set, eight second places, eight third places, and eight fourth places per set. The seeding goes from one to eight based off of you've won the set and all that, and then you're based in real life and all that. We have the number 17 seed, 1924 Washington Senators, the team that won the only World Series in Washington history till 2019, of course, to my chagrin. But this team was good. You had Walter Johnson, you had some pretty good hitters and all that. And they won game seven against the Giants, thanks to a couple of misplays, including the Giants catcher Hank Gowdy completely botching it and catching his foot in his catcher's mask, making sure he couldn't get a foul pop up, and a couple of balls that struck pebbles in the infield. Those guys take on the 2020 Los Angeles Dodgers, the winner of the pandemic World Series, if you will. Having a good stuff too. So the 1924 Senators were ranked number 17. They they took third place in the 1920s subsection. So they took third because they won the World Series. They were given a good number. They were given number 17. They took on the 2016 Astros, who didn't make the World Series, didn't make the playoffs, but they beat them in 6 games. And then the Senators took on the number 5 seed 2001 Mariners, who should have won the World Series bid for the AL, but lost the ALCS to those powerful Yankees. They beat them in 6. And then they took out the 95 Indians in 6, who lost the World Series despite a record of 100 wins, 44 losses. Beat them in 6. And then they took out the 1985 Cardinals, who lost the World Series in real life thanks to Dankenshire's call and them just basically giving up on game 7 of that series in 5 games. So Washington has gone through 6-6-6-5. The 2020 Dodgers, they were ranked number 3 because there were some. They won the 2020 playoff, and they of course won the World Series. They took on the 1941 Cardinals with Stan the Man Musial and beat them in 5 games. And then they took on the 81 Yankees, who lost the World Series in real life and swept them in 4. And then they took out the 79 Orioles, who blew a 3-1 World Series lead in real life, 4 games to 1. And then they took out the 98 Padres, who were the massive Cinderella stories, who lost the World Series in 5. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So that's what we've got. Of course, here's how things would go. So, go back to the bracket. Yeah. So if you won your round of 16 matchup, you qualify automatically for the round of 32, the final tournament of 32, and all that. And 3 teams of the of round of 16 losers would qualify too. The ruling, the practical thinking is you have to have a good record and all that. So in your 2 rounds, if you lost but you won by record, you get the best record, which ended up being the 1965 Twins, the 1920 Indians, and the 1947 Dodgers, you get in. So the 65 Twins and the 1920 Indians are in. The 1947 Brooklyn squad is 11th, but 11 times 3 is 33, so one team has to go down. So for 47 Dodgers to get in for 11th place, they have to um, hope that the 11th place team one of the 2 brackets does not do well, and then they'll sneak their way in. But of course, they can only get number 31 and 32. yeah, if you win your round of 16, you get eight times three brackets is 24. So you're guaranteed to see from 1 to 24 within. If you have to go to wild card, because the 65 Twins were 2 games above 500, though they got taken out. They are the 9th seed. They will be 25, 26, 27. And then the 1920 Indians, because they won the World Series over the again, and the 47 Dodgers do not, are the 10th seed. So highlights like 5 hit games. Carlos Baerga had the only 5 hit game for the 1995 Indians against Washington, a 5 for 6 day. They won the game, but they lost the series. 2 triples. Sam Rice of Washington, he did that against the 2016 Houston squad, losing a game 7-4. Les Nunemaker had a 2 triple day for the 1920 Indians, and Phil Rizzuto uh, which for the 41 Yankees. But it was a win. 3 home run games. Cepeda, the only one who's hit 3 home runs in this game. He did so for the 6-1 Giants against the 0-4 Red Sox, winning 11-10. 4 home runs, 8 RBIs. 6 RBIs or more. Cepeda with 8. Mookie Betts had a 7 RBI day one time against the 79 Orioles. 207 RBIs. Elmer Smith of the 1920 Indians, a 6 RBI day, and so did Hank Aaron of the 1961. Yes. Uh, Willie McGee has an 18 game hitting streak for the 85 Cardinals. 17 game for Eddie Murray. It never ended. Well, it's going to stay the same because the 95 Indians are out. Grand slams. It's been done several times. Ian Kinsler had a grand slam. Eddie Murray, Sam Rice, Brett Boone, Joe DiMaggio, Kiko Garcia, Carlos Hernandez, and Eddie Murray. No hitter, John Tudor when he did against the 71 Tigers to eliminate the 71 Tigers from play. Complete game shutout. Plenty of that in essence. 12 or more strikeouts. It's been done 6 times. Walter Johnson has done it twice. Once in a loss, once in a win. Mike Flanagan also struck out 12 2020 Dodgers, but still lost the game 9-1. There was a triple play. Jose Pagan and Orlando Cepeda set up a triple play against the 0-4 Red Sox. 5 or more double plays. Wally Jordan and Chris Gomez put up 5 double plays against the 1930 Cubs, but they still lost the game 15-7. Most runs combined. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Games 15 plus runs by a team. The record is 16 by the 80 Yankees and the 1920 Indians doing their 16 runs to 30 Cubs 15-7. Former home runs. The record is 5 home runs by one team. Just wanted to give you some stuff. All right, so we go back to the bracket. So the 1995 Indians, the 1961 Giants, the 1941 Yankees, and the 1979 Orioles all lost in the quarterfinals. But to determine 5, 6, 7, 8, the 41 Yankees are the finished number 5 because they lost in 7 games. They lasted the longest. The 95 Indians will be the 6th seed. 7th and 8th was the 61 Giants and 79 Orioles because of, I think, seeding, right? No, by overall record, the 61 Giants snuck past the 79 Orioles. So, yeah, if you're 5th, like the 41 Yankees, you can be 13, 14, 15 in seats. In the semifinals, the 85 Cardinals and the 98 Padres both lost in 5, but because the 85 Cardinals had a better record, they're 3rd, the 98 Padres are 4th. But the good news for the 98 Padres is they can be no worse than 12th in the seeding. Well, there will be 9, 10, 11, 12. So we are going to continue this tournament on and see who wins this one. Whoever wins this bracket will be either a 1, 2, or 3 seed. Guaranteed. Whoever loses will be 4, 5, or 6. Of course, everything will be determined later on. So the 2020 Dodgers and the 1924 Senators. Of course, you have 2 legends, Walter Johnson and Clayton Kershaw. We're gonna auto play game 1, and game 1 goes to LA 4-0. Kershaw showing why he's dominant 5-0. Kershaw Walter loses Kenley the save. Seager, Turner, and Taylor going deep for the 2020 Dodgers. The 2020 Dodgers, there is going to be a change at pitcher for the Dodgers. Dustin May is not the starter. It's going to be Tony Gonsolin. Tony Gonsolin. Oh, do I have to double click? Yeah, Tony Gonsolin. He's 4-0. He's not in the main roster, but Julio Reyes is.
Replay Radio is live from Los Angeles. Top of the first.
So Gonsolin is in the rotation ahead of Dustin May. And it doesn't look good for Gonsolin. Base hit.
No outs, man on first.
Bellinger will take him off. Second.
No outs, men on first and second. No outs, men on first and second.
Pollock. Doubles to left field corner. One will score. Bellinger will stay. It's 9-6.
No outs, men on second and third.
So we'll go to Furpo Marbury. Substitute. Yeah, it's weird how they put they're going with 3-man rotations. Gonsolin not so much. They might take him. They might put Dustin May back in for game number 5. Chuck Peterson. Moving drive to left field. Gosling's a 5, so who should be able to get this one? His. I'm surprised they don't. There's
one out.
Bellinger
Men on
score.
second
It's
9-7.
Chris Taylor. Popped up the Blues. Looks good for Washington to tie the series.
2 outs, men on second and third.
The 2020 Dodgers barely lose in this bracket. Possible wild pitch. Has to be higher than 5.
2 outs, men on second and third. Two outs, men on second and third.
There we go. We've got something. Peckinpah grounds out. There's a grounder to first, and now do it.
Washington wins the game.
Now
from all of us at Replay Games, thanks for playing.
Was trying to get to 5-0, but he lost to Mogridge. So it's 1-1. Game 3. Sees Washington go home and win. Tom Zachary beats Arias. Mookie goes deep for the Dodgers. Washington 6-3. Game 4 sees Washington again win at home as Ogden beats Dustin May. So Washington using the I guess they go with the 4-man rotation. But yeah, Washington wins 2-0. So Washington looks like they've got this one all wrapped up. What's our time? 13 minutes. So Kershaw and Walter Johnson. Washington just needs a curly W to upset the 2020 Dodgers and win the group. This would be big. This could be big. Dodgers doing their job. Washington. Wade Leffler. Who the frig is he? You might as well use your big boy Doug Provro for DH. Yeah, I know the DH was not set in stone, but it delivers.
Replay Radio is live from Washington. Top of the first.
So let's go to the 7th. It is, well, guess what? We're going to game 6. 11-0. The Dodgers are going to empty their bench. Slim McGrew has done well pitching, but yeah, they're going to empty the bench. Austin Barnes coming in. Hit the second base, and he's out. 1 down. So LA Kershaw proving why he's
One out,
big. 6
bases
and 0,
empty.
but they could still lose the series. Turner out for Rock Jock Peterson. Rare play. It is a 2, so they'll have to go with speed, but his speed is a 2, so good chance they'll get him out. It is. That's 2.
2 outs, bases empty.
And here comes Max Muncy. He's gone. It will be Matt Beebe. Again. Rambo the second. He's out. Might as well get those guys some at bats.
They go down quietly, nothing doing this half inning.
Shoosh!
Bottom of the 9th.
Yeah. Scott Alexander. They gotta take him out. Yeah, it's like no use. So Joe Kelly has yet to pitch in the playoffs, so might as well put him in. Third base will now be occupied by Gavin Lux. Shortstop will be taken by Cabert Ruiz. He'll play shortstop. Washington's going to dump their guys off too. Ralph Miller is going to get in at bat because why not? Pops up to Lux. 1 down.
1 out, bases empty.
Neil Shirley's going to get the at bat. They're like, oh, we have 1 out, don't worry. Hit the short, and he's out. So Shirley can't do the job.
2 outs, bases empty.
And finally, Doc Profro, he's gone. It will be Bert Griffith. Nepotism. Nepo baby. Hits it to Kelbert, and, ooh, possible error. Well, it is. It's a 2-base error. Ruiz fumbled it.
2 outs, man on second.
And on second for Pack and Paul. And it's going to be Bernie Tate who's going to come in the pinch hit. Hit or miss. Might be a hit. It is a hit. It's a base hit by Tate. Look if it's going to score. You got to try. And they're going to hold him. Come on.
2 outs, men on first
It's
and third.
11-0. The Dodgers are going to concede the run. Blues is out. It will be Carl East. No luck. And now Joe Kelly's helping. The bases are loaded.
2 outs, bases loaded.
From Mighty Rule. And it's going to be Showboat. 4 for 18. Is that?
2 outs, bases loaded.
Leibold out for Wid Matthews. 2 RBIs. They get the base hit. Who will score? 11-3.
2 outs, men on second and third.
He's giving up 3 runs. All right. It would be Jake McGee, the former Tampa Bay Devil Ray. He's 33 years old. Bucky Harris is saying, oh, I might as well try. But he strikes out. McGee gets the out when he needs to, and the Dodgers win 11-3.
Wins the game easily. From all of us at Replay Games,
well,
thanks for playing.
The series is not over yet. Kershaw's 6-0. Mookie Betts the MVP. Well, playing Kershaw 6-0. The team is 12-6 without him, so he can't pitch every game. Game 6 sees Mogridge versus Gonsolin. Washington has to head back to Los Angeles. And Profro had a good day. McNeely, he had a good day, so Doc Profro goes back there. The Dodgers, Kiki, and they're going to risk Kiki and go with A.J. Pollock.
Replay Radio is live from Los Angeles.
Well, the Dodgers force a Game 7. Perish the thought. 7th inning, it is 8-3 Washington. 8-6. 9-6. It's not over yet. We've got Blues, Peckinpah, and Rice. We might need Blues. They hit, so they'll keep him in the game. 9-6. LA trying
no
to
outs, man on first.
grab another Peckinpah. He has a 3-run home run. You might as well let him hit. He gets another hit. So Peckinpah looking pretty good out of the 9 hole.
That's his 4th hit today.
Brutal. That's his 4th hit.
No outs. Men on first and second.
First and second. Floro is coming out. And it will be Pedro Baez who's going to come into the game. We got Sam Rice who has a pair for 3 singles today. Chopper the 3rd. It's a bubble. So E5. Bases are loaded now.
No outs. Bases loaded.
Bucky Harris.
The first
He's the
baseman
player
is playing
manager.
in.
He knows 1 run could run it all. So he'll hit for himself. Pop up. Taylor catches it into the fly row. 1 down.
1 out.
And
Bases
here comes
loaded.
the judge. Here comes the judge. Fly ball the left, and Blues will hang on. I'm
2
surprised
outs.
they didn't
Bases
send
loaded.
him. And now Goose Gosling. Hit to Taylor, and he's gone. And Washington at the bases loaded and can't do it.
No runs, 2 hits, 1 error, and 3 left on. Bottom of the 9th.
Number 6, Firpo Marbury is in for the save. He is the closer, so he's looking for save number 5. We got Will Smith, Mookie Betts, and Corey Seager to the plate. Smith. Lead being grabbed by Peckinpah. 1 down.
1 out, bases empty.
Here comes Mook. That's it. We're not done yet.
1 out, man on first.
And he might steal. Seager's coming to the plate. He might steal. Nope, he'll hold. 51, not
1
high
out,
enough.
man
It was
on first.
54, he's stealing. Trying. Seager. Goes down swinging. Now Marbury's 1 out away from
2
an
outs, man on
unlikely
first.
championship. That's the number 17 seed. This would be big for them. They'll take on Justin the Burner Turner. This will be it. Oh, did he just make it 9-8? Maybe. It's possible. Good chance. Yes, thank you for that one. Turn around. Every now and then the ball's going over the right field fence. Now turn around.
2
now
outs, bases empty.
9-8. Got Bellinger. And are they going to take Marbury out? They're going to take Marbury out. And it will be Alan Russell. Russell's going to come in for the save. You might as well. Your closer, you don't want your closer to be rattled. Bellinger has a chance. He has 3 RBIs today. And it works. Lebo makes the catch. Russell gets the save, and Washington survives. That 8th inning run
Until next time,
was
this is
needed.
Replay Radio
And the
signing off.
1924 Washington Senators have shocked everyone from the 17th seed to the winner of the bracket. They are guaranteed a top 3 seed in 3 weeks, so they might be happy with themselves. I know probably, they'll probably have what do you freaking call it? They probably have a target on their back, but the target wins. Mogridge beats Gonsolin, Alan Russell to save Peckinpah, the MVP. And the Washington Senators win 9-8. They did take out the 1920 the 2020 Dodgers. It was them, the plunky team. 3 RBIs by Profro. Good job putting him in DH. And 3 by Peckinpah. LA had 3 RBIs by Bellinger. Washington, 9 runs on 17 hits with 13 left. Dodgers, 8 runs on 11 hits, 4 freaking errors, and 5 left on base. Bellinger and Turner went deep for LA. Peckinpah went deep for Washington. Justin Turner made not 1, not 2, but 3 errors. He did hit a home run, but 2 LTL, 2 lows, too late. Gonsolin dropped the 4-2 pitch 4 innings. Santana pitched the 5th, then Gonzalez an inning 2/3, Kolarek an inning, then Floro a third of an inning before Baez came in and saved the day. Mogridge went 7 innings, got to 6-2. Firpo gets a hold, and Russell picks up the save because they needed to. Series stats: Dodgers outscored Washington 30-28, and yet still lost. Washington outscored them in the 3rd, the 4th, the 8th, and tied for the 9th. So yeah. So Washington, 6 RBIs by Goose Gosling in 6 games. He would be technically the finals MVP. Only 1 home run. That was Peckinpah in game number 4. What a job by Sam Rice. 14 for 27, 519. Second most hits, 8 by Peckinpah, 8 for 19. Great job. Money Rule, not so much. 2 for 21. Pitching wise, Walter Johnson, the great Walter Johnson, 0-2. Fortunately, though, Mogridge, Zachary, and Ogden, the other three starters, picked him up and all that. Yeah, and Russell had a terrible game, but didn't pick up the save when he needed to. The Dodgers, 9 hits by Justin Turner for 429 average. Mookie, 8 hits for 320 average. Max Muncy, 1 for 23, pathetic. They put up 9 home runs on Washington, 2 by Mookie, 2 by Turner, 2 by Taylor, Seager, Bellinger, and Smith. And they still friggin' lost the series in 6. 6 RBIs by both Mookie and Corey. Kershaw 2-0, Gonsolin 0-2, Arias 0-1, Dustin May 0-1. Yeah, Kershaw, you couldn't put him for every game, so Kershaw does his job. Pedro Baez also did well, too, with a trip. Yeah, the bullpen wasn't too bad. Santana sucked, so did Blake Trinan, but yeah, Caleb and Joe Kelly. So yeah, they had a decent bullpen, but in the end, Washington Kachi. They win by a score of 9-8. Washington wins the best of 7, 4 games to 2. Who saw that coming? I didn't. So the 1924 Washington Senators are your champions of the bracket. They will be given a 1, 2, or 3 seed based on in real life action. The 2020 Dodgers are second, 4, 5, 6. So that's it for this week. Don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow with a brand new 32 team bracket and brand new stuff. I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.